Arsenal on cruise control as we defeat Wolves in a 2-0 win. My Gunna brothers and sisters, what's up? First and foremost, my apologies for the delay. I went to the aquarium on Saturday to see the jellyfishes and penguins. However, on the car ride there, I was watching the game, so don't trip. We was locked into it for real. So let's get right into it. As the whistle blew for kickoff, we looked hungry to stamp our name on the game, with Arsenal putting serious pressure on the Wolves backline and goal. With meticulous interplay between the lines, Martin Odegaard was key and the catalyst to keep the ball moving at a good pace, as well as leading the time team press, causing the Wolves defender to lose possession multiple times high up the field. Up until minute 25, Havertz, Odegaard, and Saka's link-up play was phenomenal. Playing in between the line around the defenders, I feel like it spooked the defenders so much that they backed off, and then that's what led to the first goal. And Saka's aura, of course. Saka had all the time in the space given to him by the fullback, and he said bet, put it on his left foot, whipped the cross in back post, and no one else but King Kai, who connected perfectly with the header to take us to a 1-0 lead. This link-up play has been so crucial since the Brentford game of last season. The Emirates erupts. How could you not? Our 60 million down the drain king scores again and continues to prove why he deserves the nod to be the starting striker. Not only his clinical heading and aerial presence, but I seen the defense struggling to mark Havertz. His unorthodox striker movement makes it difficult to predict where he's going to be next. It might be dropping deep or running in behind the line. Thomas Mueller-esque, if you ask me. That's saying a lot. After the goal, Wolves tried to get back into the game as it was slipping away from them, and we started to make a few reckless fouls before our undisputed number one made an acrobatic dive to save the header the Wolves sent across the face to goal. Raya was unplayable in every aspect of the game today. He really is a mentality monster, and I'll explain why later. Just wait. However, one thing I need, and I repeat, I need Bukayo to work on, is his heading. Since the Lyon game, Saka has had 4 headers where he could have had 4 goals. If we're being completely transparent here, Martinelli was keen on whipping that ball far post, and it's been a reoccurring thing. It looks like he's adding into his game, similar to what Saka does, but not too much on my dog Saka. Not too much, because when we were needing to kill the game off, there was only one man that stepped up. One man that could do the job. The man, the myth, the future legend, Bukayo Saka. Once again, the aura of our number 7 creates the goal. The defender respects Saka and gives him space. Saka sets up like he's about to whip it far post, gauges it looks like, cuts in, then fakes, cuts out again, and rifles it near post, catching Jose Sa off guard. It was brilliant from him. Kudos to Kai for claiming the assist. However, one thing I'm seeing that I don't know if everyone else is seeing is the importance in that goal from our captain, Martin Odegaard. He makes a run into the box, and once he knows Saka's about to shoot, he deliberately jumps in the eye line of the keeper. Add that with Saka's near post shot that was already hidden behind the defender, and it just becomes that much harder to stop. For me, this is a Martin Odegaard assist, but who am I? Just a fellow gooner who knows ball. Later in the game, Zinchenko, Rice, and Saka were replaced by substitutes Jesus, Timber, and Trossard. Not too much to speak on, in my opinion, besides Timber, who was electric. And man, I cannot wait for him to be at full fitness. We seen beautiful moments from the Dutchman. 2 moments that stood out to me. Right before Saka's goal, we seen Timber overlap him and make a great run past players before having a shot on target. Then another one was when he was receiving the ball out the back. We witnessed the composure and class of Timber. With one slight movement, we seen him take out 2 men from the game. But as much as I want to praise him, I will criticize when necessary, because once he beat his man, he had 2 or 3 options to keep the ball moving, to play it simple. For example, he had a pass to Partey, which was he was right to his right. Instead, he decided to hold on to the ball, and we conceded possession right there where Wolves tried to capitalize. However, Raya again to the rescue. Speaking of Raya, now you remember when I told you Raya was a mentality monster? Now's the time to talk about it. After the error from Timber, although he did take responsibility, he held his hands up like, okay, my fault, that was not enough for Raya. Raya was adamant to let Timber know to lock in and get his head in the game. In the context, it was the end of the match and there was no need to be gambling in the back risking our clean sheet. It wasn't too much in it, but a moment that stands out and shows character. Honestly, I'm starting to love each member of the squad to see their growth and the quality each one brings. Sokka and Rice did seem to lack full match fitness, so I do hope they will be fully fit again as they are detrimental to our setup. That was pretty much it. However, one thing I do want to talk about as well is the Mosquera incident. This guy, you know, I don't understand how he was on the field at the 90th minute. He choked the king and acted like he was falling on him. And I understand that Kai fouled him and even deserved the yellow, but choking is unacceptable response. We all know this, the FA knows this, and shortly after, he starts gripping on Jesus' bum like he was at the club and 10 shots in. Very inappropriate, like, come on, there's kids there. No, but in all seriousness, Jesus to get a yellow after the retaliation sent me. I really did not know how Mosquera was on by the 90th minute. It just shows some things don't change between Arsenal and the refs, honestly. Okay, I know I said one last thing, but one last thing. In my opinion, that was a pen for Sokka. Like, okay, I know he goes down, but the defender does not touch the ball and knees Sokka in the leg while he's changing direction. I just feel like that's very natural for him to go down. That pain, like, do people know how it feels to get kneed in the leg like that? And then you expect him to just get up, do it, do everything? No. And anywhere else on the pitch, it's a foul. But refer back to my last statement about 30 seconds ago on our club's relationship with the refs, and there you go. Many positives, a few negatives, but most importantly, we have 3 points in a clean sheet. So we move. Man of the match has to go, without a doubt, to Bukayo Saka. I have Kai and Odegaard as a close second and third. If you have made it this far, like the video please, subscribe, more content is coming, and leave a comment on how many goals do you think Kai Havertz will score this season in the Premier League. Thank you again everyone, much love, peace.